I am also not wearing pants.
Welcome, guys. Chia, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for, making me be the filler guy. Yeah, good job. Taking one for the team.
Well, you know, we talked about if you would ever be on the episode, so I figured, what the hell? I'll be on.
Yeah, that's good. I was hoping to fill a guest spot, but since somebody couldn't show up, yeah, good job. Good job for me.
And,
yay.
Yeah. So, as you can probably tell by now, Keith Harbourt is not going to be with us this episode. The poor soul has been working 12 hours every day since Monday.
Of course, that's just a cover story. It turns out INS found the small little Chinese boy in his closet, so he's sorting things out with the feds.
That's always a good thing, though. Can't wait till they come to my place. I got a small little Mexican woman. I think she's of age, though, maybe. Damn it, I need to check that out.
So, Kyle, why don't you start us off? What have you been up to?
What have I been up to? I played Undertow for the first time, and the only time, because that game is terrible. Again, played a bit more Rock Band, played Call of Duty 4, with split screen. And I have been playing the DS games that I've been playing. I've totted around in Zelda for a bit. I played the new Phoenix Wright. And then I played some of... what the hell is that freaking game that just came out that's really aggravating? What's the new puzzle game that came out?
The one by Factor 5?
Professor Layton and the...
Yeah,
something.
Layton.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that game. Man, I spent like 5 minutes in it. And that's what I've been up to.
Why haven't you liked Undertow?
It's boring. You swim around and you shoot things.
And that's different from first-person shooters like Halo 3 that you've been playing?
Actually, I haven't been playing Halo 3.
Okay.
If you see me on live every once in a while, you can see that I'm clearly not playing Halo 3.
No, I see that you're always sucking guys that. I see that you've always been sucking some guy off, but yeah.
You can see that in live?
Yeah.
It says it in
I should
progress
turn off the
bar.
webcam.
It's the friends of friends.
There you go.
All right, Chia, what have you been up to?
Gameplay-wise, what I've been playing, some Devil May Cry 4. Got to like the 3rd level of that before ADD kicked in and I wanted to play something else. Picked up Lost Odyssey a couple of days ago. PGR 4. And Sins of the Solar Empire. I finished my very first full game on that one on a small map. It took me 4 hours and 52 minutes. But that was a great game. That's all really I've been playing lately. Nothing else. You know, Vice is standard COD4 online.
What do you think about Lost Odyssey so far?
I'm about almost 4 hours into it, and I had to do the first, I died in the first boss, my first time playing through. It's a good game so far. I like it. I really like the voice acting, so I'm actually going to go through the different types of, languages, because they have like a whole bunch of different languages for the voice tracks, and I'm going to go through those and see how those sound also. But, so far I like it. It's a very, very serious character, to begin with, and then, the dude that's there for comic relief, Jessen, or, have you played it at all?
No, I picked it up right before the show, actually.
Oh, yeah, there's a dude in there for, like, comic relief. I think his name is, like, Jessen or something like that, and he's kind of funny. So, he's actually keeping the story going for me. But the dream sequences suck. They suck a lot. Like, a whole lot. It's like 17 pages of text with this lullaby music, and I fell asleep, and, yeah, just not a good thing. Not a good thing. But you can skip them, though, just by clicking through A. So far, so good. 4 hours into it.
Should I rent it?
Yeah, I rented it. I rented it from Gamefly, and it comes in like this huge... It's the most convoluted game package I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, after playing it for a bit, I found out, or I figured I would just keep it. So I just ended up paying for it, which is a good deal because at Gamefly they only selling it for like $43.
So, Devil May Cry is overrated, do you think?
Not overrated if you're a fan of the series, you know. So far, so good. I mean, I like it. I like what I played so far. It's just that, you know, it's almost like with every other game that I have. I get ADD and, you know, oh, shiny, you know, and I go off and play something else for a while and just kind of forget about it. But so far from what I played, it's pretty good. It's a standard Devil May Cry, you know, type shit ass, you know, so.
Yeah, sounds a lot like me, actually. Like, I'll get a game and then stop playing it, pick something else up. I never get back to them.
Yeah, that's my biggest fault. I'll have a lot of time to get back to them though once I go out to Georgia with my loser self.
All right. Well, let's see. I've been playing some Lego Star Wars
Yay.
Complete Saga.
How is that? Is that any good?
It's fun. Yeah, it's fun. It's pretty cute too. Like, when somebody dies, like a main character dies, they fall over and the little circle eyes turn into X's.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna have to pick it up probably next week then. Play some
I would
co-op.
say yeah, if anything, I would rent it, but it's pretty damn fun too. Like, I really enjoy it. I can see myself playing it consistently.
Do their legs come off when they die?
They do. Well, depends on how they die, but yeah.
Do they have little sockets?
Yeah. Like, when you kill somebody, or even like a robot or a droid, they fall apart. Like, their arms will fall off, their hands will fall off.
Yeah, it's just like playing with Legos. It's pretty awesome, actually.
I might give that a try.
Yeah, this morning Kyle sent me a message. Oh, you're a fag.
I believe it was ha fag.
Don't worry, I got lots of shit with playing Naruto a couple of weeks ago, and then I look at Nazuro's freaking thing, and it's like, oh, Naruto. I'm like, you fucking jackass. Good job. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
Yeah, but I was only doing that because people on Xbox Live were doing it to you too, so it was kind of funny.
No, yeah, pretty much.
And because I'm an asshole. But otherwise, I've been playing some Professor Layton that Kyle hates so much.
I didn't hate it. I just started it.
No, you hated it. Clearly you hated it, and you have no sense of good taste in video games. You're off the podcast.
Oh, shit, that's what I've been playing, too. Now that you remind me with my lack of sense, or lack of taste in video games, I played more Revenant Wings.
You still don't like it, do you?
No, yeah, I'm starting to warm up to it more.
Alright, well.
I still think it's an MMO without the fun.
Ooh.
Not that most MMOs are fun.
Without the social interaction.
Yeah.
Just yourself.
Well, yeah, Professor Layton, it's a lot of fun. I haven't gotten aggravated with it at all. I'm really not too far into it, but it's like perfect. If I'm sitting at work, I can play it. The graphical style is really good. The music is really catchy. It's good stuff. Played some more Burnout Paradise.
Loser.
Not really. I'm still not feeling that game.
I don't think I am either. That's so.
My brother picked it up for the 360, and he's been going like gung ho with it. But then this is his first Burnout, so he doesn't really like. I'll tell him like, this is not the way Burnout's supposed to be. But he's like, I don't care. I get to drive fast and crash into things. I said, shut up. But yeah, I'm probably not going to be keeping Burnout. I just can't bring myself to keep it.
I don't like car games in general, so I have no opinion on this matter.
I don't like you in general, but I have a lot of opinions on you.
Yeah,
True.
I know.
Picked up Lost Odyssey, like I said, right before we started recording this, so I haven't had a chance to play it yet.
Did you open up the case?
Yeah, I did. I wanted to see the fourth disc in the paper sleeve.
How
the hell is
did they
that?
give us the fancy European or Asian casing?
Because Microsoft America sucks ass.
Yeah, if anything, this is like some indication of what Microsoft thought this game was going to sell. Because if they thought it was going to sell good, then they probably would have put it in a better case.
I don't know. They did the same thing with Halo, though. Microsoft does not know how to design cases worth a snot. And it's now it's like their flagship game, and they jacked up on the case on that one, too. So.
Yeah, it's kind of really bad, but, see, I played some Street Fighter, and I can mention that because Keith isn't here. Street Fighter is really good, had a lot of fun with that. not too impressed with the new character in Street Fighter 4. I don't know
Which one? Because they announced two.
The new guy. I don't remember his name. He's like
dude.
blue.
Yeah, he's a big buff-looking dude. I don't know. He doesn't impress me either.
Yeah, his character just looks really, really bland.
He looked like another Ryu or Ken ripoff.
No, he doesn't look anything like Ryu.
He had a blue, whatever those things are called.
Gi?
Gi,
No.
yeah. He had
That wasn't a gi.
No, he doesn't have a gi. He just...
Dude, that's like an old Renaissance shirt.
Was it?
Something Prince would wear.
I took a parting glance at it, so I thought it was a blue
and then
gi.
you put it in your spank bank and you went to the bathroom and you knocked one off. I understand.
Sure.
PlayStation 3 with Devil May Cry 4, you have to do a mandatory install. And it seems like this is going to be a thing where you're going to be seeing with more games. Apparently with Hot Shots Golf 5 or 4, I don't remember which one it is. It's one of the ones with a number. But you have to do a 5 gigabyte install onto the hard drive before you can play the game. Do either of you have any opinion on that? Kyle?
Well, I'm against it being mandatory. I mean, for Devil May Cry, what was the improved load time? Like 10 seconds?
If that, I would say.
And it took, 20 minutes or so to install it? I don't have a PS3, so you guys need to fill me in.
I've heard a lot of mixed things about that. I've heard some people say, well, it takes me 10 minutes, or some people 15 or 20.
Yeah, it took me about 18 or so to install it.
See, that's crap. And how many times does it load?
Quite a bit, but like the load times are like 2 to 3 seconds, maybe 5 seconds at the most.
So do you think it's worth it to have to do this before you can play the game?
Well, actually, like the 2 to 3 seconds to 5 seconds, that's kind of expected for next generation games anyway, right? For load times, right?
Yeah.
Anything above that, you're like, oh my god, this game loads so long.
Well, I actually expect more on the PS3, but yeah.
Yeah, the thing is that it's just something to make up for the Blu-ray drive, because the Blu-ray drive, I think what is it called, the read speed? Is that correct? The read-write speed, just the read speed.
Yeah. The read speed.
Yeah, it's not as fast as the DVD player, so they need to do something to increase the load times. Else we'll be sitting forever waiting for stuff to load. But there should be an option.
Yeah, I don't think it should be mandatory. I think it should be optional.
The thing is, though, I don't know how much it'll kill the game if it didn't have, like if it didn't load. Like, what would the load times be if it didn't have that option? You know what I'm saying?
But that's up to you either way.
Yeah, true.
If you want to have the load times or not, then it's up to you. I mean, what they should do is when you first put in the game, it pops up a message, hey, you can install this to cut back on the load times.
That's what the Unreal Tournament 3 did. And did that same thing. It popped up with a message just saying, hey, if you want to increase the load times, you can just install the game. So, and that took like a couple of minutes also. It wasn't like 20 minutes, but it was still an option.
I still don't really see this as being a big deal. I mean, what's 20 minutes?
Yeah, it wasn't a big deal to me.
I mean, I can go knock one off real quick, or go make a phone call, or talk online, or do something while that's installing. I don't really have too much of a problem with it.
Well, like Capcom said, go make a sandwich.
Or you could run to the store and buy Devil May Cry for the 360 and put it in.
And then your 360 will red ring, and then you won't be able to play it, and then you'll have to go back on the PS3. I know.
Pretty much.
What was the percentage rate for failure? Was it 16% of all units?
Yeah, it's like 16.4 or some crap. I don't know.
Well, I think with that, now that Kyle's changing the subject, Microsoft actually said that they don't recognize those statistics.
No?
They came out and said that they've never even heard of that company. So I don't think that I don't know. Personally, I would take that with a grain of salt. I think the failure rates are much higher.
Somewhere in the 30s, maybe?
Somewhere around the 30s, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe the hundreds.
Eventually, they will all fail.
Don't say 100, please.
I think that on the box for the 360, they should have a sticker on there saying, "Thank you for buying this $399 console. It will fucking die."
Yeah. Like I said, it's pretty sad, like myself, since I have a launch console. I'm still waiting for mine to fail, and I'm hoping it fails before November. That's what, every time I turn it on, I'm like, come on, baby, red ring. Aw, damn it works. Crap.
My roommate's Red Ring not too long ago. He just got it back, and they gave him a newer one, but not with HDMI support.
Oh,
really? Did he throw a fit? Because I would be like, what the hell? I have one with HDMI. I want one with HDMI.
He had a launch one, so...
Oh, then why the hell would he get one with HDMI?
Just saying.
No, some people have been getting newer consoles with HDMI port in them.
That's pretty gay. They didn't pay for it. Fuck them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, speaking of failure rates and, failed consoles.
I'm talking about my life?
What? Your co-host on your podcast.
Oh, Thrillhouse 17. Yeah, People give him a bum rap, for being a Sony fanboy and stuff like that. But when you went through as many consoles as this guy has, and when you have pumped as much money into Microsoft as he has, and the console still doesn't work, like even the consoles that has gotten back that have been supposedly fixed. Like I remember the first one he's got back over the Christmas holiday. It lasted 30 minutes before it red ring again, and he had to send it right back. It's
seriously?
Just ridiculous. Yeah, seriously. It was pretty funny, and we just started laughing. We just started making jokes. It's just hilarious. It's disgusting, actually. It's really bad. It's just horrible.
How many is he on now?
I want to.
It's gotta be 5.
No, I think it's more than that. I want to say 8, 7 or 8, maybe
He's
6
on 8.
Yeah, maybe.
What the fuck?
Or maybe there's that 8 separate red rings. One of the two.
And then just the other day, actually, when he and I were going to play Street Fighter, his red ringed right before he turned his 360 on.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. His other one that he just got back. It's so crazy. He just doesn't have any luck with that stuff, dude. Seriously.
Yeah. So that 16%, Kyle, I would say is pretty much bullshit.
Where's his 360? Like, where does he have it in his home or apartment?
I don't know. By the TV, I guess. As long as it's on, there's a risk for it to fail. Because I've seen people with many different configurations, and there's just just ups and fails. And he doesn't only have one 360. He has multiple 360s, which is the problem. So, and it's not only his, but he lets a friend over here in the state hold one of his, and that fails on and off every couple of months. So, I don't know.
Back to Devil May Cry and the install times real quick, though. Do you know if the 360 version installs?
No.
It shouldn't.
I just wasn't sure.
No, there's no install for the 360 version.
Because not everyone has hard drives because they're retards.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
But
Burnout thing
with the Burnout Paradise, you have to have the hard drive to play online. Which I don't know. I'm not knocking it at all.
Why?
For the downloadable content.
Oh.
They don't want us. They want everybody to buy their downloadable content if you're going to play online, basically. Yeah,
and the thing is that the way the downloadable content for that one works, it's almost like what was it, Crackdown, where somebody has downloadable content and they host a game, you can actually use the downloadable content that they had. So it requires you to have a hard drive in order to do that. So to eliminate all that stuff, they just said everybody must have a hard drive in order to play online.
Which is, I can see it, I don't like it, but I can understand why they're doing it.
Yeah, I can understand. I can understand why they're doing it.
I think it's kind of shady. I mean, this is one of the drawbacks, like the big open world that you can go online seamlessly.
Yeah, true.
What they should do, though, like, since EA has their own servers, they should have separate, for those without and for those with.
It just costs more money in their eyes,
Yeah, but it's EA, man. They have more money than almost all the other publishers. What the hell?
Yeah, cheap bastards. I don't know.
At what point does your loyalty to your customers come into effect?
With EA all the time. Never. It never comes into effect.
My roommate has still yet to receive his free game from EA because his Rock Band controller broke.
What game did he pick?
He picked NHL 08, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah. He didn't pick Rock Band?
No, he didn't.
That would have been awesome.
I still find it amazing that was on the list.
You have to wonder what the hell is going through their head. It's like a slap in the face, really.
Challenge time. We didn't do one last week. Why didn't we do one, Kyle?
It's because you hate God?
No, it's because you suck.
Oh, that's right. Even though you said you didn't want to do one because it was too much of a hassle.
There is no proof of this, and it's not a hassle. You suck, so I didn't want to do one.
Uh-huh.
Oh, come on, guys. Kiss and make up. Come on.
No.
No spooning? No
If
spooning
he went
after the show? What?
If he went to PAX, then I would kiss and make up with him.
Oh.
No, I have a wedding to go to. I'm sorry.
If it's not your own, it doesn't really count.
But anyways, the video game music challenge. I don't know. I have a code here, a coupon from PlayAsia. Do you think I should give that away to the winner?
$5 coupon?
How the hell did you get your hands on a PlayAsia coupon?
Because I ordered something and gave you one every time you order.
Yeah, they give you a $5 coupon every time you order something. It's pretty awesome.
That's awesome.
So I don't know. Do you think I should give that away to the winner, or just give the code at the end of the podcast?
I think the winner should get something.
All right. Well, if you can guess this video game music challenge, then I will give you a PlayAsia coupon for $5 off an order. So here's the video game music challenge. So that's the video game music challenge. If you have any idea of what it is, then head over to our forums at www.critical-strike.org and click on the forum, register, message me, Josh, with your answer. And if you are correct, then I will give you a $5 off coupon to playasia.com.
I still really wish
Kyle?
the podcast name was Bukkake Cast something. Critical Strike is just not cool.
Critical Strike is awesome. Shut up.
It would have been Critical Hit, but these D&D assholes have a Critical Hit podcast and haven't updated in a year.
Oh.
Either way, it's better than PSH Radio.
We all know that the GDC is coming up recently, so here we're going to talk about our hopes, our aspirations, and what we know is absolutely going to fail at the GDC. So, Josh, what do you think is going to be good at the GDC this year?
With GDC, I am hoping that is going to be good is Little Big Planet from Sony.
Do you think they're actually going to have the thing? Actually,
I think that they might, that they're going to show it. I don't know about playable. I hope that they show more from it. Like, I don't know. Have they really even come out and shown the enemies and bosses in it yet?
Not that I have seen.
Yeah, not that I've seen either. I don't know.
I know that some sites have seen it, but not, like, release it for everybody to see.
They probably have a gag order on it. Or whatever it's called.
Gag.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that they show something more on, like, the bosses and enemies in Little Big Planet. And I'm hoping that Sony shows a lot more on Home. Because Home's getting to the point where they really need to get that out the door.
How long have they been saying it's going to be out? A year and a half?
Since last GDC.
A year?
Well, no, they announced it...
Since before that.
Well, no, because they announced it at GDC, and then said it was going to be going into beta around June.
Has it gone? Has it even gone into beta yet?
Yeah, it's in beta.
Yeah, it's in beta.
But open beta was supposed to start around, what was it, like December? I believe.
That is correctamundo.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that they show some more, because they actually... All the stuff that they showed at E3 is actually live now, except for the in-home game launching. So they're getting there. I just hope to see more. Let's see. I think that's about it from Sony. Except for the usual games, I hope to see, more Metal Gear. You can't go wrong with Metal Gear.
Thinking they're going to start talking about Madden 09?
Why would Sony talk about Madden 09?
That's right,
that's
EA.
An EA title.
Yeah, I see your point. I'm retarded. I'm sorry. Sorry.
From Nintendo, I hope to see them not even be there. Because I hate Nintendo.
You love Nintendo. You have such a
Mega
love-hate
Man
relationship. Just because Mega Man was not in Sprawl, you hate Nintendo.
Yeah. From Microsoft, I don't know. I'm kind of unsure about Microsoft because really, what do they have for this year?
Alan Wake, Gears of War 2,
Whispers,
Fable 2,
KOTOR 3, possibly. They might be divulge more information about that.
Yeah, KOTOR 3.
Yeah, but do you really think Gears of War 2 is going to be this year?
No.
I think so. I think it'll be announced at GDC and it'll come out sometime next year.
Well, then that's not out this year now, is it?
Well, no, it's because I'm slightly retarded in 7 states, so leave me alone.
Uh-huh. Alright, Chia, what do you want to see from GDC?
From Sony, like you said, the Home. There was something posted like last week on like the official Sony website, and it said things about like in-game chat and da-da-da-da, and
the in-game XMB?
Yeah, in-game XMB, and that was on their official webpage, and obviously that got taken down like right quick as soon as it was put up. So we may actually see something this week. What I really hope that happens is that the in-game XMB and the join in progress for games comes before Home is finished. I hope all that stuff is not integrated into Home so deeply that it can't be separated and released before Home. You know what I'm saying?
Originally, they said that you were going to be able to do all of that from the XMB or in Home, so it's supposed to be in both. Yeah,
like I said, I just want it to be separate. Like I don't want them to wait until Home comes out to allow us to do all that other stuff they promised. So
if they wait, then that's a critical mistake.
It's a fucking critical strike mistake.
That will be a critical strike. Well, no. What I would do to Sony at that point would be a critical strike.
Oh, okay. Good. I'm sorry I couldn't make that transition there. It's good. Thank you for saving me.
Be a sneak attack.
Ooh.
Extra
Sony.
2d6 damage.
Oh, no. D&D talk. No, my ears are bleeding. What else would I like to see from Sony? More Resistance.
Eye of Judgment.
Damn it!
They announced the expansion for it.
I know. Did you see the cards for it already? There's a couple of.
They look really nice.
Why are we talking about fucking EOJ? God damn it. Damn
On
you.
this podcast, we like Eye of Judgment.
Damn you. God. I played that game twice.
You're in enemy territory now.
Oh, damn it, I am, ain't I?
Yeah,
Kyle
you are.
likes Eye of Judgment.
I would have gotten a PS3 for Eye of Judgment, but I didn't have the money. Well, I did, but I bought Halo 3 and the 360 instead.
Oh, well, see, there you go. Action over cards, babies. Action over cards. Killzone 2. I'd like to see more Killzone 2. Resistance Fall of Man 2.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you need a towel, Josh?
Something. And that's really about, and Little Big Planet, basically, also. I would just like to see more of that, because every time they show that, that's always a joy. And there really won't, I was listening to the Kojima-san podcast, and there really won't be much about Metal Gear Solid. Maybe, hopefully, they'll announce a release date at GDC, but there won't be any new demos at
Actually,
GDC.
you know what, from Sony, that I want to see? I want to see, what is it, White Knight's Story and Heavy Rain?
Oh, by Factor 5. White Knight's Story. That looks awesome, doesn't it?
The last thing I saw about it was a year ago, and that was just the Japanese intro movie.
They had something a couple of months ago, right before Christmas, during the Christmas holidays. There's something out also.
Did they?
I think.
Yeah, some screenshots.
Yeah, screenshots. So, yeah, White Knight's Story, that looks awesome too.
The intro movie, though.
Oh, well, there's not many games that live up to their intro movie. Not many.
Halo 3.
Oh, nice. And that's about it from Sony, really. Just, and basically that whole XMB bar thing, in-game joining progress, that's at the top of the list. Everything else can get dropped, but that's the biggie. That needs to come out during the summer or something.
Oh, no, I've been hearing rumors that we might see it around the time of GDC, but that is just rumors.
Yeah. Hopefully, more fact.
I would like to.
True. Same here.
And we are due for a firmware.
You know what? That is right. That's true. Usually Sony tries to do it, once every 2 months or so, but actually no, for a while there it was once every couple of weeks.
Well, it was at least once a month.
Yeah. It kind of calmed down a lot. But we'll see. For Microsoft, Fable 2, I'd like to see that. More Alan Wake, which Atari just released their tech demo video, which I'm waiting for the HD version to come out because I really can't make out much in the YouTube version that was released. All right. That's about it for Microsoft.
Nothing for Nintendo?
Oh, Nintendo. All right. That's yeah. And the funny thing is, out of everybody I know, I probably Vice the Casual Games. I own probably the most Wii games out of most people I know. With the last one I bought being No More Heroes and Endless Ocean.
I heard No More Heroes was awesome. It
is pretty awesome. I really hope there's a port to the 360 or something like that, so more people can play it. It's a good game. It started off as a 360 game, actually.
Yeah, and, I read about that.
Yeah, it's I like it. I like it a lot. It's a niche title, definitely a really niche title. So, and the music is kick-ass, also.
It is.
It is really good.
We had some of the music on the last episode.
We did.
Yeah, which actually confused me with. I think I was telling you this, Josh. It actually confused me with God Hand, because God Hand had similar sounding music, at least that one part. As soon as I heard it, that's the first thing I said. I was like, "Oh man, it's God Hand, right?" She's like, "No," and I'm like, "Oh, it has to be No More Heroes then." Yeah, it has to be one of the two. But, yeah.
All right, Kyle, what do you got?
All right, this is kind of a combination thing for Sony and Nintendo. I'd like to see more information on the Kingdom Hearts things that they're releasing. Even though I'm probably not going to have a PS3 soon, I would like to see what they're going to do for Kingdom Hearts 3 later on. And I'd also like to see what they're going to be releasing on the DS. More information about that. I forgot what the title's called. Something Death or something like that. for Nintendo, I would like to see more information on the Crystal Chronicles that they're going to be releasing for the Wii and the DS. It's kind of hard to make out all the Japanese text, so hopefully there's going to be some English translation going on.
Now, is that the one that you'll be able to download?
I don't know.
Through WiiWare or whatever it is?
Didn't Crystal Chronicles suck on the GameCube?
I played it alone on the GameCube. So,
yeah,
a
game that you're supposed to get around.
I defeated the purpose of that game.
Oh, gotcha.
Kyle has no friends.
I had no friends who had a GBA at the time. The next year, I had roommates who had GBAs and we played it. And it was pretty fun. Anyway, moving on from my sad life. Yeah. Kingdom Hearts stuff, Final Fantasy stuff. Microsoft, I would like to see Fable 2, KOTOR 3, and then the rumblings that I've been hearing about a BioWare MMO. I'd like to know what the hell's going on with that.
Why would that be limited to Microsoft?
KOTOR? Well, alright. I'm just taking a stab here because BioWare works a lot with Microsoft. Most of the games I've played were on either the Xbox or the 360.
Yeah, but now they're owned by EA, so the thing I think might happen, which I'm hoping won't happen, is that BioWare do the games for like the 360, and then EA contract out the port over to the PS3 by some unknown company. Kind of like what they did with Half-Life and the whole Orange Box series, which kind of sucked.
Yeah, but did the PS3 port suck?
Well, no, it didn't suck bad. It was just there were some issues. There were some issues, I guess. That's about it.
A lot of issues from what I heard.
I can't say. I don't know. I haven't played it.
Yeah, the BioWare MMO, and I would like to see. Did you guys heard the whispers on the internets about a possible, what is that, Blizzard MMO? Because they've been hiring a lot of new MMO techs.
A Blizzard MMO, kind of like World of Warcraft?
Yeah, I think they're making something else.
Oh my God.
Like a StarCraft MMO?
That would be pretty cool.
Or a Diablo MMO?
Yeah, that's where I heard something about Diablo MMO, but
that'd be in the fantasy vein. They already have that covered. The pocket's already being filled very deeply by World of Warcraft. They need to go to another genre and destroy it.
Who knows? Their expansion comes out pretty soon, though, this year.
Does it?
Yeah.
No, it's next year.
Hey, Josh, you gonna get it?
Like in January.
What?
I thought it was in January.
No, it's in... What do you mean? No, it comes out this year. Over the summer, I think. I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
No, you're wrong.
Yeah, I'm right. Come on.
To the internet.
Yeah, but either way, no, I'm not going to get the new expansion.
No?
I haven't been touching WoW in a long time.
I haven't touched my WoW in a long time either.
I stopped playing as well.
Yeah, but Kyle, you could... How many times have you tried to even get to level 60?
3.
5? 7?
3.
12?
3.
You are a failure among men.
Yeah,
I'm not a
that's
failure. Right. It's just I have more things to do than sit down and play WoW.
I'm a failure.
Yeah, true. I got to level 10 and I gave up. I tried to play WoW.
Was over.
No, I tried to play WoW like 4 times. I actually bought a 2-month subscription, and I don't know, dude. It was just my MMO null because I played this game called Dark and Light, and that kind of burnt me on MMOs, and I'm never playing them again.
Do you know what's a great MMO?
I try to play Vanguard also.
Final Fantasy 11.
Is that any good?
You should play that. I loved it.
You say that with a sarcastic snark. Is that?
There's a love-hate relationship. My roommate, Nick, would wake up. He would set his alarm according to when he had to water his plants in-game. And he had I sent him like this little calendar thing where he could keep track of the phases of the moon and the days of the week and the times of the month so that he can get the optimal harvest from his crops.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like fun at all. Yeah.
It was really fun to play, though, when I played it.
So, gentlemen, back onto GDC.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, GDC, coming next week.
Yeah, I guess... that's all I have. That's all I want to hear about.
Well, I mean, that's from the big three, at least. Like, I don't know, do you want to see anything else from any of the other companies other than Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo?
Oh, yeah, I'd like to see more, from the new Warhammer 40k Dawn of War, the new expansion, Soul Eater?
Now, who makes that? Is that Ubisoft still?
No, that's, THQ.
Alright. Anything for you, Chia, from any of the other companies?
I want to see something from Valve. I want to see a release date for Left 4 Dead.
Oh, dude, Left 4 Dead. I so want to see that.
Which, dude, I played it. They had it at the World Cyber Games in Seattle, and they had like a 4-station thing running, so it was like 4-person playing co-op, and then the game looked done, and I was like, wow, I can't wait for this to come out. This will probably be out early next year. And then they pushed it back, and I was sad. But the game, from what I've seen in September, looked done. And I just, it's Valve. They're not going to release anything but perfection. You know what I'm saying?
So I bet you, if anything, right now they're just slowing it down because of the online aspect of it, not because of like how the game looks or plays. It's got to be because of online.
Yeah, I'm thinking so too. And but Steam has done a lot. Over the last couple of months too, to integrate a lot of features that we'll probably see in this game also. So I can't wait for that. That's going to be good. And they're coming out with another game that I've seen last year, and I haven't heard anything of it since. I think it's called Crossover or Crossfire, something like that.
Oh yeah. I think it is Crossover or something like that.
Yeah, and that looked actually really interesting also, where all the enemies you fight are actually other players, and yeah, that looks good too. I just want to see more of those. Hopefully. A couple more independent developers and things like that. We'll like to see some grumblings from them. Probably around this time you're going to see a lot of XBLA and a lot of PSN announcements for smaller games get announced during GDC, I would think also. Just like Everyday Shooter, I think, got announced last year during GDC. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yeah, I believe it was.
So I expect the same thing. I expect a lot of independent games that people have been grumbling about for the last couple of years to be announced for either Xbox Live Arcade or for the PSN network.
I want to see more Echo Chrome, even though that it is from Sony. I want to see more of that.
How come you haven't played it?
Because I don't have it.
Well, it's based on a free Flash game.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. I just,
You haven't played it?
I'd rather play it on my PSP.
There's one version that's more expensive than the other.
Yeah, the PSP one, because it has like double the levels.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And let's see. I want to see more Street Fighter 4. And more from Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix. I can't believe I just said all of that.
Yeah,
true. Isn't this like the second show in a row you said that? Oh, the whole thing?
I'm pretty good. I've been practicing. Before the podcast, I'll be like, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix.
Just when you thought the names couldn't get any more ridiculous.
Well, I don't know. Coming from Capcom, they've been kind of a quirky company since like the late 90s.
I will say this about Capcom though, especially this generation, they have released some of the best limited edition packages that I've seen. I know it's kind of weird. I really have no context or anything else, but they have.
I don't get limited edition stuff.
I do. I'm a sucker for that stuff. It depends though.
I used to.
Not me. There's no point.
I mean, you can get a little action figure. I used to like collecting the action figures and stuff.
Yeah. Like the one for Lost Planet was pretty cool. The little mech action figure they gave you was awesome.
I do actually have the collector's edition for Super Mario Galaxy.
Why did you get that if you hate Nintendo?
Because that game was supposed to be like the Wii savior to me, and it failed.
Did you get motion sickness?
No, I just hated the controls. I'm so sick of Waggle. I hate Waggle. Yeah. Anyways, so I guess that's about it with GDC, right? Anybody else have anything?
No, I'm done.
No, I'm also hoping for a really kick-ass David Jaffe freaking comment. You know, something like "F you" to somebody, because he's always good for comments and quotable quotes.
He's not going to be there, from what I was reading, because he's sick.
What, really? Oh,
yeah.
He's not sick. He has a restraining order.
Come on, David Jaffe rules.
Yeah, he does. He's pretty awesome.
And I want to see Twisted Metal PS3. I really want to see it.
I do
so
too.
Lame.
Your face is lame, Kyle. Twisted Metal rules.
Pee poop lame. It's gonna be awesome.
All right, so Kyle, any shoutouts?
I'd give a shout out to my roommate's Xbox, which has just returned this week. So now my Xbox is back in my room, and I'd like to give a shout out to no one else. That's it. Just the Xbox.
All right, Chia, got anything?
I'd like to give a shout out to PlatformNation.com, PSH Radio.com, my co-host SplatterHouse 17, the loser of Italy with the scooter. Would also like to give a shout out to nobody else really. That's it. That's all I got. I'm sorry.
Haters. All right, I'd like to give a shout out to Keith. I'm sorry you can't be here.
God damn it, I always forget about the other person.
Yeah, see, you know what? Keith doesn't want to hear from you anyways.
I want to give a shout out to the little Asian boy.
Oh.
Who's now picked up by the INS.
Division 6.
Yeah. Keith, also SplatterHouse 17. Good luck in the Street Fighter. Platform Nation as well, and that's about it. Yeah, I'm done with shoutouts. So, Chia, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, it was nice talking to you. And
Hey,
finally
dudes.
meeting you.
Well, thanks a lot for having me.
Yeah, you're the only person who leaves comments on the site.
No, SplatterHouse did too, crying about how I beat him in Street Fighter so badly.
Well, like I said, I really enjoy you guys' show. It's a really quality show, so deserves a lot of attention. So there you guys go. Awesomeness.
Yay.
And Kyle, thank you for joining me once again.
No problem. I guess thank you for having me co-host, since I am a co-host.
You're something, alright.
Yep.
So, Critical Strike, episode 17 is done.
We're out.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Shake that bear, bitches!
I don't get it. I'm retarded. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.